This is a super awesome game. This was ridiculously good. I'm gonna say I kept this. Did I? Yeah, I kept. Yeah, Thoughtseize Inquisition to take out early threats. I have half the lock here. And I got Decay to hold off any early threats. An opponent has a pretty good hand for Affinity. It's not so bad. It could have been a little bit better, but yeah, it was risky playing the Opal into Inquisition, but you know, Affinity, what main deck artifact destruction did they got? And it worked well enough to slow down my opponent. That ended up saving me. Yeah, I take a good chunk of damage there. Let my opponent play out their hand and go to attack. Decay the plating. And I'm absorbing damage. I realize at this point that I can immediately use Shredder to get a card back. And I try to self-mill into a bridge, but I don't, so I just grab the Lantern instead. My opponent has 0 cards in hand at that point. So I knew if I could just keep my opponent off of threats with Lantern and Bell, I've got a ways. My opponent did top deck a plating, so that was unfortunate. But I top deck a Decay, so it kind of balances out there. Just Decay the plating, Ghost Quarter the Blink Moth, and that Ink Moth Nexus is a pretty slow clock. I do let my opponent draw that Blink Moth Nexus, so I'm taking a little bit of damage. And now I'm locked out of playing Thoughtseize. That Thoughtseize is going to stay in my hand. I do draw the Ether Grid at this point, so I let my opponent swing out, kill off the Memnite. And I don't mind taking a little bit of poison from Ink Moth. It's going to be a while before that really kills me. Yeah, and I let my opponent draw that Still Overseer, because that I can kill off with Ether Grid. My opponent can't pump with Blink Moth or else I can kill them response, so self-mill into a bridge, and now everything that attacks, well, opponent doesn't know I have Thoughtseize in hand, so everything that attacks, that can attack under bridge, I can pretty much kill with Ether Grid, and everything that is big enough, or bigger than that, you know, isn't going to attack. So now I'm easily going to win at 2 life and 6 poison. An opponent concedes and doesn't go to game 2. And my game 2 is actually better now, I think. Here recently, I swapped out a single Sun Droplet for a Quiet Disrepair. So that's yet more artifact destruction. So all of these are really good against Affinity now. Yeah. So it's not bad. Plus that, you know, Pivot Needle over there. Welding Jars are kind of iffy. I think I'd rather have, well, I don't know. But yeah. So easy game.